You are live.
You are?
In vivo.
What?
Morning.
Good morning, TKellians. And newcomers, soon to be TKellians, existing TKellians, and all you future baby tiny TKellians. How's it going on Independence Sunday? Is that what this is?
Casey, $2. Welcome back.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
Man, we did some fun stuff Sunday. We took a vacation, 40 minutes up the road. We went and stayed in a hotel in Chattanooga because it's the scenic city, and borrowed their swimming pool and walked around downtown and ate food in the city that is 11.5 miles away from our house. But it was nice. Something about checking into a hotel and putting your bags in a room, even if it were for 5 hours, felt like a vacation. It was really cool. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. It was great. Nice R&R. I liked it a lot.
Let's do it again today.
Yeah, man, we were so tempted. Like, if we didn't love you guys so much, peace out, Girl Scout. I'm Ghost. That's how.
But has anybody ever done that? Like, it's cheaper to go rent or to go buy a night at a hotel and just use their pool than like go into some sort of a
Yeah, and we stayed in like a historic hotel.
Now I want a pool.
I don't want to tell you which one it is because it's so awesome. Any of you guys heard of the Read House? Like, read a book?
In chat?
In Chattanooga. It's a it's been around since, what, late 1700s?
Tim still has all his fingers. It's a good day for Trust Monkey.
That's right, man. We're making coffee today. We're going to go back to an old bag of Wake the Hell Up because I'm tired, because outside this door is not a tinkering shop now at the gym.
Morning, Regina.
Haven't figured out how to do the freaking off day crap. So here's what we're doing. We got
Hey, Vanessa, love you.
The Jet Boil pot, and then I got the Jet Boil micro, because really there's no faster way to boil water than on a Jet Boil. If you guys don't know, I have like 4 of them for when we camping or when the shit hits it.
CJ said, how was the 4th? And a lot of people are saying happy 4th.
It was awesome, right? We're not dead. We were not attacked by Iranian sleeper cells. It's always a good Friday when you're not attacked by terrorists.
Yojo!
But yeah,
my wife is teasing me. She got her Warn EDC, loves it, before I got my Raider, LOL.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got pictures of the new Raider. Super exciting.
I'm glad she got her Warn EDC. Didn't you get it to match a car or something? Something like that?
Man, you got a great memory, lady.
I remember our people.
I do too. Just not every day.
Hey, Scourge, nice. $5. Frank can't make it today, so I'll feed the Panther.
He's a monster,
awesome.
Man. Now, so we put the little gym matting. I bought it from Uline because it's a half price. If you guys don't know that, the gym flooring, big rolls, they're like 400 pounds. But
Ryan Henley said, like the new shirt.
Thanks, guy. Somebody asked me what country it was made in. I don't know.
Hey, Tim Fowler.
Hey, man. Brother Fowler. Wow. See how gently this is boiling? Oh, so look.
Faithful EDC says, good morning. Got my Warn EDC. Currently carrying it and absolutely love it. Thanks,
GM.
guys.
It's a great blade.
Also hit 500 subscribers finally on my YouTube channel. Y'all go subscribe to Faithful EDC.
Yeah.
He does some great little shorts and stuff. Do you do full-length videos too? I know I've just seen your shorts, but they're really good. So
shorts are really popular right now.
DJ said you look like you've lost some weight, honey.
It's a true story.
You're working out
hard. Me and the camera wife. I got 2 of these machines, and they're in the same room, side by each. I just have to block myself out because I get shy.
Beef stick. $4.99, thank you. He says, when will the Nautilus Blems ship? What grips fit so I can order an orange handle?
Nautilus grips, which we're going to talk about today.
Time frame for combatant, especially if I ordered camo grips.
Hey. We're going to talk about all that.
Remember, so I'll have to check in the shop.
Holy crap.
Have we sold Nautilus Blems?
No,
people?
We have not.
Okay.
We only have Nautilus Blems. So today's coffee is going to be brought to you.
Do a spin for us from Matthew Letizia.
I can't. I'm on carpet.
Maybe he wants to see the back of your shirt.
There's nothing.
Is it black?
It's black. It's a black shirt.
How dare you?
Yeah. So John our engineer designed the shirt, and I love it. So anyway,
Cobra Commander, formerly Rob M.
oh,
Not Rob Mezzatesta, right? A different Rob?
yeah,
Maybe?
I don't know.
Is that
Measure
because
texture.
he's not married, I don't think. And okay,
Listen.
different Rob, formerly Rob M. and wife got the 007 knife and absolutely loved it.
Yeah, that's a great freaking blade. So Random American heard my plight and he answered the call, and he sent me 2 of the titanium spoons that CW had stolen.
Yojo said new fog machine.
Yeah,
it is the fog.
It's pretty. I need to turn this crap down because I should just. I'm talking too much.
Yeah, the Warn EDCs are shipping. The ones that have not shipped yet are ones that have like extended grips and stuff.
Right.
Because
and I got some of those here too. So anyway, Random American sent me a titanium spoon, 2 of them in case
Morning, Steven.
C-Dub gets another crazy idea to steal my stuff, which I guess it's not really stealing if I don't care that she steals my
Next,
stuff.
Tim starts chanting and dancing around the boiling coffee. LOL.
I need to. It's like, it feels like a seance.
Dan R. Lots of people worked on July 4th to keep those terrorists quiet and keep events safe on July the 4th.
Yeah, I was text messaging a few of them. There's a lot of stuff that could have potentially happened behind the scenes. I know a lot of people in some sensitive spots.
Ken Hendricks said that shirt should have a huge USA flag on the back.
Yeah, it probably should.
Right.
But
man, lots of people talking about getting their Warn EDCs and loving them.
Good, because awesome. It's a great knife. I don't know if you guys are aware. I like it a lot. I 99% designed it. But some of the input, you guys say whatever you want about other collaborators. The input that Melissa gave us was good. So, anyway,
yeah,
titanium.
That top jumping was her idea.
Sure was. And
what's Tim spooning in there?
Wake the hell up, ultra caffeinated chicken coffee made with bits of real chicken.
Chicken coffee.
Look, they're just screaming chicken. I just assume that that's what's in it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stephen. We'll send prayers. Andrea is not feeling well at the ER.
Oh man, gosh, we certainly will, you guys.
Casey Sis, the Warn EDC is perfect for my EDC. I think it will replace my nightshade for a while.
Yeah, see this long spoon that you stole from me, woman? This is why Random American gave me this, because he also gave me the AeroPress.
I love your profile picture.
You do?
Representing.
I can't see it.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, hey, Mom. Your voice on the thing. But yeah, so we're gonna AeroPress it today because it seems to be my favorite. So you guys remind me when it's 10 minutes so that I can get ultra caffeinated.
Straight Edge, good morning.
Hope oh yeah, I got stuff from Straight Edge. It's been like 2.5 weeks now because we skipped and we were playing hooky. So he sent me some stuff from he and his son, which is really an honor. When you guys, I'm not hiding from the camera. I'm looking for stuff because I'm dumb. Let's put that out there.
Zachary Schmidt, hope you had a good 4th of July. Tim and Suzanne got my 007 Tonto and added my Wolf Grey Battle Lock grips. What an amazing combination.
Yeah. I mean, I like all the Battle Locks, and I actually have the Battle Locks. I opened the boxes on the porch of the Nautilus and the Combatant ones. They're a little tardy, but we got them. Talking with Mike. They're swamped, which is cool because, you know, it's really good to see
Brian.
American manufacturing places being swamped. If you're smart, you will.
What steel would you prefer, Derek? Love the knife Warn EDC. Not my fave steel, but awesome knife. You don't like Nitro V? I love Nitro V.
Yeah, those Nitro Vs, if you do your research, it's one of the best in the world. I mean, I like some of the videos like Smoky Mountain Knife Works do, and then I've done some of the older ones. It really boils down 99% to a good heat treat. And if you nail that, then the differences between steels is going to be how much do you want to sharpen a super steel in the field and how much don't you. Not that I'm opposed to it. I have used other stuff. I just feel like if you can nail the heat treat, then you got it.
Lots of people talking about getting their blades. Man, we've been shipping some blades.
Man, we shipped some blades. And thanks in a huge part to Zeke.
Zeke's on. He said RJ is having an EDC swap September 27th, I believe. Maybe you can get a booth, usually low key. What's RJ? What is RJ?
I don't know what that is. I don't know. He'll tell me. But yeah, so Mr. Zeke hooked us up with some Cadillac.
Steve, good afternoon to you. He's in the UK.
Hey, good afternoon. I don't know.
Driven. Hey, what's up?
We need to be in the UK during peacetime. I really like.
He likes M390, honey.
It's good steel. It is a good steel.
Woo, Mr. Pelly. Happy 4th to you too.
I've never been opposed to any steel, really. I mean, if we can extract all we possibly can out of it and heat treat, and it's machinable so that we can keep our prices reasonable. Because if you start getting some of those surface grinding off cans, but we do surface grind now.
Everybody's saying Blade Runner Outpost. I don't know what that is.
Should we? Should I know this stuff?
What's in the works for 2026? Big shout out to you, Tim and Suzanne. Maurice!
It could be.
Are you loving your knives?
It could be like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that can either go on the calendar this year or next. We just have to survive this one. I've got the Tomahawk hatchet.
Oh, a Whatnot channel. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, Blade Runner.
RJ's from Blade Runner Outpost in Bristol, Tennessee. Okay.
Oh, Bristol. I got a speeding ticket in the snow there once.
Is that the guy that did your interview at Blade Show?
I have no idea.
With the little girl? Okay. I don't know either.
He told me his name.
And you forget.
I mean, if anybody saw us at Blade Show, it was insane. There were millions of people around, cameras everywhere, microphones. It just was crazy. What a huge honor, too.
Why did you guys decide to put your pocket sheath clips on the opposite side compared to, let's say, the Badger Claw sheaths? From Beef Stick. From Slim Jim.
But listen, snap into a beef stick. See these holes on this side? That's also for mounting stuff. So we didn't.
Derek, y'all please send us an email. I would have to look and see.
Are we at 10 minutes yet for the coffee? I don't know. I'm probably just need to do it because
Morning, Barbarian Brawny.
It's going to be super freaking stout.
Hey, Caleb, how's it going? Just waiting on MKM to finish some sheets. FLN 1.0 still on website and 2.0 isn't. LOL.
Yeah, Jorgie, get with it. Be less Jorgie. Is this going to fit? Didn't we have this discussion last time?
Ray!
I don't know about all this.
Got my Sapper and 007 in. Great way to come back from vacation.
Not even sure if this is going to work.
Man, I'm loving all this positive feedback we're getting today.
About what?
Just everybody, talking about how much they're loving their knives.
Well, that's good because sometimes we get trolls on this show and it really makes me want to beat people up. But yeah, so whomever, Randy, right? Randy Savage. Yeah, just put the clip on the other side. That's what these slots are for. That's why they're there. So yeah. How am I going to do this?
Music Man 73. Strikers are going to be the 3 to 6 months from time of drop.
Yeah,
they are being machined.
Literally, we added the jimping to them this week. It's incredible. I went deeper jimping on those, a little bit more aggressive, and it kind of matches my aggressive nature and style.
No, Zachary Schmidt, you're not strange. That's amazing. He said he gives away T.Kell Knives to people who have never had one. Is that strange? No.
It's nice.
It's awesome.
It's nice, Zach. Don't let
spread the love.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm wandering around being dumb, just looking around this bunker.
What are you looking for?
The thing that you press the coffee into. It's very helpful to have that.
Question: do you have to keep your knives oiled so they won't rust?
Depends. 80 CRV2, it's a good idea. On the edge, yeah. It's a good idea.
It's Jay. What's going on with the wall on Tim's right-hand side? Do I see new things?
Yeah, probably. Depends on how keen your eyes are. Some of the orders have changed. Thanks to Kim, there's a FNX 45 Tactical, which has been on my list for a long time. I haven't even had a chance to shoot it. I was going to get rounds. I had a 45 Smith M&P 2.0 45, and somebody else has it now. And then just like with anybody else, as soon as you get rid of something or you trade out of it, you're like, man, I shouldn't have done that. So, but it's still good cause because the guy who has it is a integral part of this company and we don't need him to get murdered. Murder is bad.
004 updates from John.
Heat treat. Hita Trita. The 004s are, so here's what's at heat treat currently. I got back 100 TS87s. Most of those are probably going to go to the UK because we got requests for those through Cage Code Systems, which is military fulfillment stuff that takes your whole lifetime to figure out how to do. And they say it's easy, but I used to work for the military, so I understand nothing's easy paperwork-wise. TS87s we just got back at heat treat. V3s, 01s, 04s.
To the person that just asked about the 01, that answers your question.
V3s, 01s, 04s, Night Stalkers. I got some sappers that we haven't released yet, but I'm rebranding that into a different name and going to push it in a different market.
We had so many people recently telling us that that is like the best chopper all around.
Bob DeMarco was one of them.
And it's just like we really do need to rebrand it because I think people hear sapper and they're like, what is that?
Yeah, I think we pigeonholed it, even though I thought it was cool. The United States deployed a bunch of sappers to the Middle East very recently.
Hey,
and
Bill, I'm not sure. I'll have to check at the shop. Can you email us tomorrow? Please. Yeah, because I don't know offhand exactly what all we have for Agent 007s at home. Do you? For Agent grips? We're probably out of the burl colors, like the swirly.
Yeah,
colors.
I mean the burl has just been such a freaking pain because we are relying on American manufacturer for our stuff. And
003 update that we have, right? Don't we?
Yeah, well, we have the ADCRVs are done. I am really fond of pouring coffee all over the place. That's what I did. So
Terry, 003s shouldn't be too much longer.
ADCRV2s. Nobody should be waiting on those if you're waiting on one.
Also, people that have current Night Stalker orders, we do have some of the ADCRV done, but it's the existing design. If
I was going through those.
Oh, you were?
And they're not 100%. So some people can get them fulfilled now, and some.
Yeah, so some people, if y'all want them now, the ADCRV.
Yeah, not the new
let us
Gen
know.
3.
But if you want to wait, and the new
here's the thing, they're a heat treat. So I honestly think it's going to be worth the wait.
Bronny took some pictures of the new style now. So if y'all want to go over to.
So he has the only new style in existence, and there's two. I have the other. And we set up the Blade Show.
Javati is on back order. Like we are.
Guys, hey, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it.
Tell Debbie I said, hey. Rick Rhodes, Rick and Debbie from Texas.
Oh, man. Hey, guys. Oh, man. I was actually praying for you guys, hoping that you and everyone else in Texas was okay. Whew, man. That is crazy. CW has no idea what I'm talking about because I don't tell her about scary things. But
when are we going to release some more
03s
Mel B knives?
Yeah, I have some. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, Hunter put the link up. Y'all go check out the new Night Stalker. You can see the jumping and see the new look.
Yeah, did we update the pictures yet?
Not on the website, I don't think. Or did we?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, send them to Brawny's page. So he has one of the new style. I have the other. Mine is at the shop because we're building a showroom there, and it's beautiful. We got a friend of ours, Brandon, who is a local guy who's kind of does all kind of stuff. He's making a sign for us, and the showroom's set up for 99% set up. We moved our photography area out of there, and now it's a showroom. It looks pretty awesome, and we are more productive and we can work later in the day because Mr. Zeke. I don't understand.
Zeke. He air conditioned our shop.
And look, and so the guys that came to do the
Stuart, are you serious? My sapper's my best neck knife. I don't believe you.
He's got a big neck, man.
I want to know, was that cat story true that you commented?
You never know with Stuart.
I don't know.
You never know.
That was a crazy cat
that
story.
Rollins he's a jokester. But so the guys that came to install our units were like, hey man, these are the Cadillacs.
Fate Driven said we got stuck for most of the weekend. Luckily, we're safe, but tons of damage. Oh man.
Oh man. I mean, so I watched a short that showed that river rising from 0 to 26 feet in 37 minutes. Absolutely horrifying. Horrifying.
BM, we do not have dealers in Europe at this time. There's one guy from Poland that buys from us.
Switzerland,
I'm sorry.
We're working on the guy from Poland. And he's willing to take them because
But I don't even know where does he even sell? He has a store, he must have an online store.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know the name of it.
We should. But he's coming back to the States next week and wants to swing by and grab a bunch of stuff.
Derek Finley said he's curious where everybody's from. Everybody comment where they're from.
Georgia. Sort of. We're like this far from from Tennessee and this far from Alabama.
Dan, reach out. There are a few of different
originally
blades
Michigan
available,
by the way. But yeah, so I'm talking to a couple guys in the UK. If they can work with our thin margins, I keep my prices low on the knives so that you guys can afford them, because I really care more about the TKellian and our family getting a good deal than I do, say, a retailer.
Hey Chris, if you want us to hold one of those, just email us and let us know.
So this guy's really cool. He emailed me back. He's out of Poland, said they'd be willing to work with the margins that we work with, and he would just mark them up on his end, because it will still be cheaper for you guys in the UK and Europe to get our blades through them, because if you pay VAT and the insane shipping fees, then it'll be cheaper to go through this guy. So he's just like, I'll just mark them up. And he's talking about flying in and getting hundreds of knives at a time. And I'm like, hey, that's a good idea. So maybe I'm working with another guy, Golan in Israel, to try to get blades there.
I'm going to give away a CW shirt because we have a lot of them, because
nobody loves her.
Tim thinks that Tim loves me so much and thinks y'all do too. And I'm like, Tim, people are not going to buy a million of these CW shirts. So guess what?
They bought a bunch.
Giveaway time.
I hate this. She gets so excited when people buy her shirt. And I'm like, anyway, her name stays on the coin.
Rick said, thank you for the Texas prayers. We're good. We live in North Texas, Fort Worth. Okay, great.
Gotcha. I knew you guys were close to the show area when we went out to Dallas, Fort Worth.
Man, we got all across the country on here.
Yeah, we across the world, right?
Yeah. Mostly US on right now, but Poland and UK.
And then if Umberto, Italy.
If I missed any, y'all please tell me if I missed any comments, because they're all the other comments are getting.
I may leave this cart today because the gym is killing me.
Matthew Latiziano said he's getting a water jet and maybe we could do some business.
Yeah, where are you? We were bidding on a fiber laser with coolant, nitrogen, and all that, and we lost. We didn't get it because it went higher than I could afford to pay. However,
please ask your question again if I missed it. Trying to keep up. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So we got Random American. When you guys want to see stuff, let me know and I'll start moving. I'm going to move this cart out of my way.
A lot of people have been asking if you could show the new Raider, but we don't even have that.
I have a picture. I have a picture. I'm going to get one. I'm going to try to get one tomorrow so that I can do that.
Rob said, your daughter gave me a CW coin. Finally, I love it. Yay. Awesome.
Yeah, because it's CW.
Rob loves me.
Right? Wait, what kind of love?
Loves me.
What kind of... let's talk about this.
Maryland, the Free State, our state flag is two family crests that founded the state that were rivals. If you look closely at our flag, there's a Greek cross from Zachary Schmidt.
I did not know that, Mr. Schmidt.
It's a fun fact.
We're asking for fun facts. You want to get into some of the stuff that was sent us?
Sure, why not?
I'm just moving crap everywhere. So what is this? This okay.
Hey, Steven, thank you.
This is that Tucson. I'm just trying to get my thoughts. We've been out of the studio for a couple weeks, so I'm trying to catch up with.
I know we're so out of practice
with what people gave us and what they didn't. You know what I mean? Oh man, this looks horrible.
It looks pretty bad.
Are you looking at? Are you on the screen?
Yeah, I thought you wanted me over.
I said don't put it on the screen yet, but that's all right. Look at this coffee stains. It just makes it look all antique. This looks horrible, and I didn't know you were watching
Rusty, are you making any folders soon?
We have the CW folder prototypes on the TKell section of the
Morning,
website.
Jacob. Okay, so let me say, y'all, we have 002 like barely Blems on Patreon right now for only $175. Think we have do we have a decent amount left? I haven't checked.
Yeah, we had a lot of those.
We had like a bunch of them. So we're trying to over time go through all of these blades before we transition over into the new stuff.
Right.
So this will be the last of the 002s.
This are the Gen 1s.
You can join Patreon for $3 if you want to get in on that Blem. And you get a t-shirt and a coin and 10% off. So it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure worth it.
Also, I believe there was some 003s left. Am I right on that or no?
Yeah, there are still some 003s over there. But people saw the picture of the new one. They're like, I don't want
David
this.
Banks will do product photography for T.Kell Knife. Let me see what your work looks like.
Yeah.
If it looks good,
you got it. Listen, that lady, she's the gatekeeper. I'm not going to say names.
It is a really good deal hunter. And they're, for me, I'm like, where's the, I mean, Tim always can point out all the Blems, but we have a lot of people say that the 002 is one of their faves.
Yeah, it's a Warncliffe. That's going to be
Bob DeMarco loves that one a lot too. Nameless Drifter says 002 is my absolute most.
Are you over here right now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not going to say your name unless you want me to. Guy stopped by the shop. We actually were running some errands. I feel terrible. We weren't in the shop.
I think he's on.
Okay.
I think I saw that he was on.
So he dropped and gave me IBEW, which is funny because I was an independent contractor, but been an electrician for as long as I can remember. I was on job sites with my dad when he owned his own business.
Hey, I saw that building. That's that building downtown Atlanta, right? The IBU building?
Yep, IBEW. Yep. There's one in Altana, so I'm going to stick it over here. Thank you, sir. Sorry that we missed you. I felt pretty bad. I was telling Jacob, like, I hope he stays long enough.
Matt, it is a t-shirt and a coin, but what happened was we've switched over to Printful, so if you haven't gotten your shirt yet, we're having to enter all those in.
Am I over here? Over here?
You're here now. You're in front.
Okay.
So newer patrons.
These two. Did y'all see the picture?
We'll get the shirts out. Just give us a little bit of time if you already got your coin.
So,
all right, let's give away this CW shirt.
Do you have it? No.
No, but they can look at the website. Okay. They want to know what it looks like.
So I don't know if it's Kick Socks or Socks Kick, but this guy's a customer of ours and a fan. And he sent in a blade.
Bart Gaftos.
He makes these socks in Michigan, and they're 80/20, super comfortable. And he said he could do some TKell socks.
Casey.
So, check out his website, Socks Kick. www. It'd be nice if it wasn't like zooming in on the guns in the background. Would you quit looking at guns? Stupid camera. There you go. So he sent these. Well, the whole family had them on, except for our daughter in that picture that's on the Patreon post. She was
Y'all go check out Sharp Southerner. 007 is fire. I have some decent videos up. All right, give yourself more credit than that. They got to be more than decent.
Unless you said bad things about the knife, and then they're horrible.
Yeah.
I've been working with the guys at Spartan Mounts. If you guys know them, it's so annoying. There it is. So he put my logo in, and these are wall mounts for folders.
Beef stick. I will get. He wants to know if you can put the DCC clip on the DP1 sheath to have the clip towards the outside of your pants. Please help. It's my first knife. I'm not a troll.
No, I don't think you're a troll. She said that really fast.
Can you guys show me how the DCC clip goes on the DP1 sheath to have the clip towards the outside of your pants?
Yes. Do I think I have a sheath? I can just show it with a standard sheath. So what you'll do is you'll take those spacers that are in the packet that came with it, and you put one here and one here, and you'll mount that clip on the outside, this side, so that will push it into the corner of your pocket. You know what I'm talking about? So you can mount it lower or higher. That way, depends on how much handle you want exposed.
If you want him to do a video, just send us an email and I'll get him to do
and I'll email. We do that all the time.
Kyle, it's got to be grips. It's got to be grips. Can you email us?
Yeah, let's talk about burrow grip. Anyway, let me finish about Spartan mounts.
Jan wants to know if we prefer sweets or patches from Poland. Sweets!
Well, I like patches, but she wins. So listen, Spartan mounts, they're an American company, and they make a lot of, so on this wall that you guys can't see, that's the pistol caliber carbine wall, which I know probably makes a lot of you sick. But they make these, I have one, hold please. So
don't knock this camera.
I didn't, man. Don't knock it till you try it, woman. So I order these, I pay normal prices, like a normal person. Everybody knows I'm so effing cool as an influencer. I shouldn't have to do this. I hate that. Anyway, so see this? This is one of my newer acquisitions. Nope, you can't. Anyway, it says H&K MP5. So mount the MP5 to the wall, take it off the rack and put it on the wall. But these things will hold like 50 pounds. So I asked him, do you make other stuff? And he's like, yeah, we make knife mounts. And obviously I have hundreds of knives on the wall here and here. And in these drawers are full, every drawer top to bottom of folders. So this is a cool one that he made for us. It's a wall mount.
Oh, neat.
How rad is that, right?
It's awesome.
For folders. So I asked if he could make a longer one. So this is the longest they make. Yes. Should we carry these on the website, or should I just direct you to his website? Because I make one folder, and then we've got two coming. I've got an Agent 007 folder and the Combatant folder, both in process.
Are you going to do battle lock for EDC handles?
Yes.
Extended for Taylor's Ridge?
Yes. So I tested the extendeds.
From Nameless Drifter.
Yes. But what the problem is because they're hollow on the back, we needed the stanchion for the extendeds, but yes, we are. So Spartan mounts, they don't have these out yet because this is the longest one they make. But I want to replace these and put see, because this will hold a bunch and it'll take up a lot less room. So I need to get in here, make more of these. If you guys want us to carry them on the website, let me know, and I will tell Benjamin at Spartan Mounts, and we will make them.
They want a pin update, and what size Badger Claw leather sheath would you recommend for the 004?
The medium.
Pin update.
Pin update. I have one here. Sorry, I've really become a folder fan this year, which is bad because they are expensive. So Spartan sent me that mount. Pin update. Here, go to pin.
Christopher Osorio, our AEVL Combatant shipping soon. We have been shipping those. It would be a grip. Man,
if you order Battle Lock, they're right here. I have them. Here's the pin in all of its glory. Okay, it's not focusing. Let's just do this over here. Yeah. So there's the pin. Nickel boron battle worn. T.Kell Knives. The
Bound to Wonder. We had to pull the lashing screws because we can't get them made fast enough to.
Yeah, we're using them up.
This is the whole dilemma of the USA manufacturing and wait
times. And then when they catch up, it's expensive because those things
they're
are
made on a Swiss mill and it takes a lot of time, and
yeah,
they're expensive.
They're expensive,
so
man.
We've been doing some of the like Blems and stuff with our old Gen 1 screws. You can buy some of those on Whatnot right now
come this
for
way.
like $1.
Stickers.
Fill the void.
And then they'll come with the extra parts. And one of the cool things that's in here is, look, Damascus bolt.
What kind of refills for those?
This will take anything that you can possibly put in it. So I like to use just the G2 gel inserts, but I think it takes 2,000 or something like that. Works with, yeah.
When are we going to sell these?
We're assembling them now. I got to see how many the kid got done. He's the youngest guy that works with us. But see, worked with Parker style and rollerball. I think literally hundreds and hundreds of different ones because it's got a collet. So when you click this pin, that collet in there reaches down and grabs, and then it's adjustable lengthwise here.
Dan, send us an email. We do have some DP1 black screws, don't we?
We finally got some.
Okay.
So the pins are coming very soon. I was thinking about that this morning. It's gonna come in the box. It's really cool. So this is our collab with Big Eye Design.
Marty McFly, your adversary probably is on hold for a grip color. If you're flexible, we could get it out this week. Please email us.
Any other immediate request while I drink some Kirkland organic kombucha? There's real organs in here. That's what makes it organic. Whoa! Hey, if you shake that, it does that.
Pete, what did you want to talk about with aluminum grips? He said, let's talk about aluminum grips. You just like them? They are awesome. People are loving them.
Yeah, I'm telling you, today is the day of...
People want an extended grip for the DP1. Would that even be possible with the way that handle is shaped? Because you made it like exactly to fit in your hand like this.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one because it angles back to really lock it into your palm. Do I even have one here? That's
John Paul. Yes, it's got to be a grip. I feel like I reached out to you about that. I feel like I did, but maybe I didn't.
Make sure
yeah, it's likely a grip color. The biggest problem we're having right now is burl, keeping the burl colors, the swirl.
Yeah, we need to be...
The Javatis, the Hades, the multicam, all of those.
Any of the burl grips.
Yeah. We have them for EDC, but like everything else that's shipping right now, DP1s, agents.
You know what they told us last week?
Yeah, I know what they told us, but I don't want to tell them.
We should. 6 to 10 weeks on the material. 6 to 10 weeks.
This is why Tim keeps trying to make all his own stuff. Because we have all these promises that the stuff's going to be ready at a certain time. And
there was some guys, some wealthy dudes that were like, wow, your company's incredible. We'd like to just give you some money to help you, you know, bring all your stuff in the States. And then they didn't. So,
Pete,
that's what we were going to do.
Said the extended Piranha grips are a game changer. Are you moving those to the other blades?
Yeah. Aluminum. Nick makes beautiful stuff. I mean,
and I have heard that everybody that has gotten those aluminum grips for the Piranha is like loves them to death.
I mean,
are you over there?
I am. Are you? I'm just showing my shoulder off. So it's 7,000 series aluminum anodized. And so it steps where it wraps. It works on the Piranha.
Thanks, Nameless Drifter.
And the Warren EDC right now. We may be bringing a little mini Tonto to that. I'm not sure.
John Paul, please send us an email. We'll see if we can...
So here's, look at this. These are the Battle Lock ODs for the Combatant. I just got those yesterday. I got OD for the Nautilus, and we have black for the Nautilus now. The blue for the Nautilus and the Combatant. So now I've got 3 of the 4 colors. So we can start getting the OD green and black Combatants in Battle Lock out this week. Finally. And I'm supposed to get the Wolf Gray this week. That's a less popular color. I don't know why. It looks great. I think a lot of people that order the Wolf Gray and the Coyote, I'm waiting on those two.
Yes,
they're
Brian,
dying.
We are going to make more mercenaries. We probably have a Blem or 2 in the shop if you want to email.
Let's talk about steel. So we got a couple options. We're still working on the T.Kell steel. I will probably have machinable sheets of that.
Oh no, Matthew McCann. I'm sorry. We'll send you another one.
Sorry.
Can you email me to remind me? I am so sorry about that.
Man, my back hurts from working out today. The TKell steel, it's looking like September for we get stock enough, provided the heat treat goes well. I need to reach out to the heat treater and see, because they got that blade and they should have already had it done by now. So my hope is to go with this one steel. It is.
Thanks, Straight Edge. He said he'd invest if he could.
Yeah, I mean, so I've tiptoed around the Founders Club thing, because that would basically be like a GoFundMe for you guys to go to. What we really need to do is bulk up our in-house manufacturing so that we can not be so reliant on 6 to 10 weeks for American-made G10, so that I can do it and not have to screw with it.
I'm going to give away one of these 002s that we mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
This is barely blended, right? This is like, there's a few things wrong with it. But
the O2s, the edges are thicker, and that's it. So, but not so thick like the 005s. They're just thicker. So they're just really,
a lot of
minor.
people want to know when they can get the FLN 2.0.
I got to get with MKM. Since Blade Show, everything's been a little bit manic. So, you know, now we're 30 days out of Blade Show. Things are kind of starting to simmer down. Most of the knife industry takes off for a month, except for me and Cito. We don't really care. We just work ourselves to death. But that's the only holdup with that. Bama knife guy, Lee, he came by the shop. He visually witnessed the 300 blades that we have done in the shop waiting for a sheath. He's a good friend of Jared's. So he was really leaning on me. Like, where's the knife?
High vis battle lock, please.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I've got Mike working on that. What we need it to do is to be like the high vis we have here, where...
Wonderful. Double trouble. My DP1 came the next day after my hubby messaged you guys. I cannot thank you all enough. Hold on, I'm reading this. I absolutely love my DP1. It's part of my ADC. Thank you, T.Kell.
I'm so dumb. Like I was like, well, I don't have a DP1 here, and then I shine the light and I see it. You can't tell, right, under black light at all?
A little bit.
So anyway, this glows under black light. And that's what I want the polymer version to be able to do. But yeah, so isn't this blade too short to have an extended handle? I don't know. We always listen to you.
A lot of people saying it's perfect as is, but a couple of people are saying that.
I mean, what I do when I want to feel a little bit more grip is tie a lanyard on the end.
That's what they said. That's what Gabe Harlan said. Nick Martino, are those American flag t-shirts available right now? You can order them, but they do take like
a week.
Printed on demand, so it takes.
So we switched over to Printful, which is a third-party fulfiller. They use a lot of small companies all over the world. There's one in Texas.
Honey, I do think we need to do high vis battle lock.
We're going to. They're in the plan.
That would be great.
I was supposed to get samples of that and pink in this shipment, but it's a big shipment, so I'm working with those guys. And they're in America, by the way.
Can we learn more about the T.Kell steel?
Yeah, so let me talk more about that. So the steel it's kind of a conundrum, because it's going to be an all-in sort of thing, right? Where it has to work. I want to switch everything like the Ring of Power, one steel to rule them all, because it will perform sharpening wise and durability wise like a carbon, like an ADCR V2 or 5160 or something like that. But it will have the corrosion resistance of a stainless steel, and it will have the high hardness capabilities of a CPM, so a crucible style steel. So it's pretty revolutionary for what it is. And my hope is that it works like we said, and we are switching as a company to just that steel. Because if you can have all of the best properties of steel mashed up into one, I don't see any reason to offer a high carbon for ease of sharpening and a stainless for corrosion prevention. I saw the
TKell, we'll look into that.
The 1,500 hour salt spray test on these things. and it was nothing. I mean, nothing. Like it was, I think they said 7,000 times more corrosion resistant than 428C, which is insane because 420 is very, very stainless. So we're looking at kind of pushing into Q4 of that steel availability to happen, but then
you got a 002 to show just for people that don't know what they're possibly going to win.
Yeah.
It is a Agent Warncliffe.
There it is.
It's going to have the old screws and black battle lock more than likely.
Yeah, it is because that's what we had available.
And they are available for only $175
which
on
is
Patreon.
Insane.
Robert, all you have to do is press #002 and you will be entered into the giveaway.
I like hash browns. Sorry. Yeah. So once we make that switch over, my steel problems go away. If this doesn't work, we're looking at having to do, and by the way, it forms titanium carbide, which is miraculous. And that's what gives it its ability to push. They're talking about.
Doc Hanley wants to know if others will copy or order our steel.
They'll be able to order it, because for me to get them to do this, to bring it to market, they said we can't. And this is made. It is melted. It is rolled. It is slabbed, and it is cut in the United States, 100%. So, and that's rare because when Crucible, as they are going out of business now, they sold their formulations to other steel companies, and they're all in the EU. And they're going to put them in billets, and then the billets are going to come over here to Niagara. Niagara is going to roll those out. But if more world conflicts start to happen or more tariff games get played, that trip over is either not going to happen because of war games or going to be crazy, stupid, expensive because of Trump's tariff games. So either way, that's going to price a lot of the American market out of super steels or make them prohibitively expensive.
Hey, if y'all didn't know, for people just joining, I see a bunch of new people jumping on. #002.
Yeah, we're giving away a 002 right now. This guy.
Sharp Southerners said, what do you think about VEF serrations? Interesting. That was Umberto used him and they put it on one of our folders.
Right,
he
on
did
the
a good
CW.
job.
They were supposed to do one for me, but something happened.
Hey, Peach. Good morning.
Morning, Peach. So yeah. And back to the steel thing. So if the TKell, so for me to be able to get the steel melted, rolled in the States, and I'm not saying what state, and I'm not saying what company, I want to be first. The problem is I talk too much and I get super excited about stuff and I say the company name, and then bigger companies will come in and scoop us because they have a much higher budget, and then I can't get the steel. When I get it, then we'll announce who and where, and I'm going to get a year's worth. I get special pricing because I'm helping them bring it to market. And we're the only company who has ever machined one into a blade. We're the only company who has ever heat treated a blade. This is a steel designed for blades. It'll probably be like the ulti clip thing where they're not going to say all this stuff publicly, but you guys will know, and CW will yell at them and say, hey, my husband helped with that. I'm jabbing my buddy from ulti clip. He watches a lot. So anyway, if the steel takes too long for us to get a workable heat treatment, then we're going to have to start looking at S35V, 3V, because ADCR-V2 and AEBL are becoming much more difficult to source. So if those things start to happen, we're going to have to push into other steels. I think S35VN would be the first that we do because it's a CPM steel and my supplier has lots and lots of it.
A lot of people asking about the small TS87.
Oh, we got steel. So Jeremy has the steel for those.
Yes.
And let's do some updates on Raiders and
And everybody is still asking about the FLN 2.0.
So the FLN 2.0, the blades are done. They're nickel boron. They're sharpened. They're logoed. We are waiting for MKM to come through on the sheath. I wanted a leather sheath so it would be comfortable. IWB.
Everybody go email them and say,
yes,
hurry up.
Yes. Lorenzo, Alessandro, get with it. And I did name drop them. That just happened.
Just kidding. Y'all don't go bother them.
No, they do a great job. And some of the nicest people in the knife industry. So that's all we're waiting on. And that magnet retention is just as much, if not slightly more than standard Kydex, which is really neat. So it's magnetic, leather, reversible. You can mount all your different clips on it. You can IWB it. We're going to do black and tan because that's a great beer. Sorry.
TS87 for civilians this year from Paradoxal Charlotte.
Yeah, they're at Heat Treat. Literally at Heat Treat right now. I don't know how many Dylan Arrow is going to need, but if you were really needing one, let me know. We're also reworking that sheath to make it a one piece of the same polymer that the grips are made out of. So much more heat resistant, much more durable, no rivets, just slide straight into Molly and snatch it out. So we're reworking that and the grips on them. I just don't know how to stop. So C-Dub, you haven't seen this yet? Look at this. This is the back of a striker.
I can't, they're not going to.
Is it going to focus? That'd be fun.
Is that going to be on the new strikers?
This is the new striker.
That looks like that jimping that's on the Night Stalker.
Yeah, that's why. It's the jimping that Jeremy came up with from the Raider. So look how much meaner that looks. We didn't have, look.
Wow.
It's the same exact jimping from the Raider. So we put this heavy jimping from the Raider that came from the Mercenary. The Mercenary was the first knife I designed with jimping in mind. But we're going to break this corner so it won't be super sharp. So we're going to break that there. Wait till you see the Raider. Joe, wait. Jeremy's a magician, man. Whoo, y'all ready for this? Look at that thing. Can you see this? Is the lighting good, lady?
Do you have another picture of the backside?
The striker? No.
No, of the Raider.
I will. Hold on.
You'll be able to see it better when you show the back part.
So look how much higher the grind is on the Raider. Higher grind, thinner edge. It's incredible.
So everybody with EDC orders will be getting these new ones.
See this?
Oh my! Look how slicey that looks, all thin like that.
Jeremy's text box. I don't know what it said, so I had to swipe it away.
Because what if it said something and everybody reads the text that they weren't supposed to read?
Exactly. I just want to make sure.
He's like talking bad about somebody in the chat or something.
Yeah. No, he said, we're not breaking the corner. It doesn't need it. So basically, Jeremy's going to break the corner. We'll tumble them where they're not sharp. That's what we'll do. And then...
I believe there might be some left online, y'all, to pre-order.
Yeah. So that's what we've been waiting on. Jeremy's new fixture.
Man, I might actually carry that now because the Raider was always too beefy for me.
Yeah. Like me?
No, you're not. You're just perfect.
I'm not a Slim Jim, a beef stick. Yeah, the Raider was a utility heavy use blade. Also, they were all hand ground. And I took the blade to where Jeremy used to work and said, can you guys? And they said, well, anyway, long story short, here we are now with a machine shop in Jeremy's yard. The Raider needed to be brought up to what Jeremy's capabilities and my design I have developed over the last 5 years. And the thinner edges with a higher grind is going to make that thing super freaking slicey. Super slicey.
A Slim Tim instead of Slim Jim. Slim Tim.
Slim Tim.
Somebody, let's get some made. Like, you think we could do that?
Slim Tim.
A Slim Jim, but it's called Slim Tim.
You can do anything now. So here, let's just continue.
Slim Tims.
Let's continue on the journey from Jeremy's machine shop. So we're not breaking the edge. They don't need it. So here's the Taylor's Ridge with jimping. That's the striker again. So that's the side view of the Taylor's. Jeremy sent me a text and said, I didn't send you pictures of this because the Taylor's Ridge is just a pregnant raider, and I literally spit my kombucha across the shop.
Pregnant raider.
So,
hey, Knives Fast, $5. Hey,
look,
TKell folks, stopping in for a minute to say, hey, hope all are well. Thank you.
Hey, man, thank you. Yeah, so the Taylor's Ridge, heavy jumping added finally.
Let's just rename it to Pregnant Raider.
The PR. It's a PR stunt, totally. I love the striker. I don't know that Jeremy loves it, but he loves.
With the thinner edge on the Raider, any issues with edge stability from CJ?
No, because it's still a short knife. So you're going from, do I have one here? No. Here's a Raider.
All right, last minute. Enter into this giveaway.
We're not talking about like
y'all go check out Knives Fast channel if you haven't. He's got some good stuff going on over there.
So look, it's still a 165 thick, and because it's like 1.25 inch thick blade, you're still going from edge to spine relatively quickly, which means you have a lot of meat behind here. So we'll probably have 15 thou behind the edge. Jeremy could speak more to.
Peach said the Taylor's Ridge is so underrated. The best knives ever.
It really is. So let's look at these the way I love to say it, side by each. All right, so here's the new hotness. I'm gonna get some nickel boron this week. I need to get.
And now when you see it, it just looks so unfinished. The original.
Right. See how much higher that grind is. So we're taking a lot of weight out, but the edge is going to allow us to have a thinner edge. But you'll still have plenty of edge stability and still have a super stout tip. Because in this region, that's not changing enough. So jimping, higher grind. I'm just really, really excited about it. Because I like my stuff, man. We already did that treatment to the Warthog and the Guardian. So much to Jeremy's consternation, I really like to.
So people that order now, is it going to look like that pic on the phone?
People that already ordered and people that order now will look like this. Striker, Raider, Taylor's. I have a tendency to already have decided in my brain before we do a drop that they're going to be new.
Thanks, Casey. $2. Keep up the great work.
Tell Jeremy.
All
hey,
right,
man, by the way, we're selling these.
Let's give away this Agent 002. Good luck, folks.
The good news is the V3s are at Heat Treat.
Matt Maurer. Congratulations.
You won. Not a lesser, but a more. Don't let anybody diminish you, Matt. I believe in you.
Email us, customer service at tkellknives.com, and we'll get it out to you.
So the V3s, Jeremy finished those a couple of weeks ago, and they're already at Heat Treat, and they have not been released. They're going to drop on the 15th, already at Heat Treat, which means that 3 to 6 is going to look hopefully less than 3 because that uses the new Battle Lock grips, and that's an established blade. So we don't have to work into sheaths or any of that. So provided that Earth doesn't explode, those will go out faster, like the 003s. I have a bunch of sheaths for 03s. I got a bunch of Agent Battle Lock grips for 03s. Those have been not released. The 80 CRV are completely done. We could sell 50 of those tomorrow and ship them.
Miss Told
by
says
the week.
The new TR before hunting season this November.
Yeah, they're in process. They are in process. The ones that we sold, was that April? Is that when we did that drop on the?
Do you have a Nautilus here?
Sure do. And shit.
Derek wants to know your favorite knife brand and model other than your own, both Tim and CW.
I'm really getting into knives. So that's a really tough. I tend to lean towards folders because I don't make folders yet. We are making them. See, I started making knives because not that I didn't like what was out there. I just wanted something different. Here's the thing. Like, I like the people that are making the knives. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes you like it more when you know the person.
Like, I really like Hogtooth stuff. I like his blades. I like his personality. He's a Marine. Dude's freaking jacked, and he was reconnaissance dude, and he is super nice. Super nice. Matt, I like
Yeah,
Hogtooth
it's hard to not go by like
because I
basing
like
it on
him
the
as a
person.
dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
what we've done here is that we value each company or each customer like family. And that's why we listen. That's why we're honest, because this is the Nova 2 that he made with Bob DeMarco. And they gave me number, it's 14 of 15, 13 of 14.
Do we have a Tempest knife to show while KC's on here? Show one of his? I feel like somebody sent us one. Did somebody send us that?
What does it look like? Because I have hundreds of knives that people have sent me in here.
I thought somebody sent us one. Maybe we'll look.
Is it a folder?
Yeah, it's a folder.
Okay.
But I don't know if they did or not. We can look next time and show.
I'm looking right now, man.
So they're made by, what are they, who are they made by, KC? It's, I think it starts with a K.
Concept?
Maybe. Yeah.
I have some concepts. Oh, you know who I really like as a human and their knives is Arcane, Israel. I like his stuff. I think Riot makes his stuff.
Kubi.
I don't have any Kubi.
Okay, maybe we don't have one of his.
I don't
we gotta
think
get
so.
one.
I need to label all my stuff because now I'm starting to recognize them. I got some cool stuff though, man.
He said mostly Kubi, one concept. Okay, so maybe we don't have that. We need to get one.
I have some concepts.
As far as the blades that I like, if I just were to go strictly by appearance,
yeah, that's
I
hers.
would go with Strider for folders and
I don't have one. That's a Kaiser.
Probably like Tor or something for fixed blades just by looks.
Because they're similar to ours.
But if I go by like who I know, it's gonna be Nick Chuprin for the folders and stuff, and then for fixed blades.
Yeah, I mean CW's folder.
Probably
it's like my dream folder. I want one so bad, so bad.
Yeah.
I love his stuff.
A lot of people asking about the 005s. Updates on the 005s.
Oh, there's the rest of them to give us enough to go to Nickel Boron are on the porch, which means tomorrow they're going to Nickel Boron.
Peach, did you hear back from ProTech? He said he reached out to ProTech to try to get us a collab.
That dude doesn't need us, but he is a very nice human. Look, if I do a ProTech, it's going to be an automatic, but then Nick's going to get mad. This is one of our favorite ProTechs.
Did you answer the 005 question?
Yeah, I did. I'll say it again. We needed more to be able to run the Nickel Boron, and they are on the porch. What is on the porch and what is in the shop, I got to tumble those because they're done. With Dan from Precision Knife Works, he finally finished grinding those. And it shouldn't take more than a week to get those back.
And if it could be a grip color too. If you're flexible in grip colors, we can get them out quicker.
I mean, just to see what this Nautilus looks like with an OD green grip.
Should I put you on?
Sure, man.
Nameless Drifter, I know you won't show off your hatchet, but can you tell us what size you're looking at?
Mine? It's under 12. It's...
Ron Crow, he has 425 subs, making a push for 500. What kind of stuff do you do, Ron? Do you have a knife review channel? Y'all go check out Ron Crow. We all like to support each other over here in our YouTube channels.
I like it.
Did you answer the question about
what?
About the... Now my mind went blank.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. What was the question people were just asking? I forgot.
That's good again. We get a lot of questions,
Sorry.
You guys don't know. I mean, like, stick and move and answer live is
the hatchet question.
Yeah, it's 12 overall. It's a shorter because it's a hatchet.
Jay Blaney, AEBL DP ones have shipped other than grip colors. If you're flexible on that, we could probably get it out this week.
So How about this with an OG green grip? Man, feel it.
That thing is so comfortable.
I know. It is awesome. So what's going to be cool is you'll have that.
Yeah.
And then you'll have the 003 and you'll have the Night Stalker to have the full little ecosystem of all three knives.
Ecosystem.
You know, 'cause I'm such a gun guy. This is the subcompact, you know. This is the full size, and the Night Stalker's like your EDC. Yeah, lame, I know. But there's that. I felt like there's a question. Oh, I also want to talk about this before I lose.
What's Tim's carry knife today?
The 003. I mean, because it's on the Stalker blade.
You know what I saw? I saw Bama Knife Guy got one of those, and I was like, "How?" He's like the first person to get one of those.
Other than
did
me.
he talk you out of this?
Well, he was like in my face and in the shop, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, man, okay."
He probably doesn't even realize how lucky he is to have gotten that.
So I got this from Jason forever ago, and sorry that you had to text me and ask me. I like Jason as a human and his videos. So black with gray, obviously.
Thanks,
And
Edgar.
Bella. Man, this is the same company we use.
Oh, I'm blocking it. Hold on, let me take this.
Why are you doing that?
Off.
So Jason at Straight Edge Knives, look guys, watch his videos. Jason's nice.
He just did a CG review video.
He's smart. I saw it pop up on my feed this morning. I watched about 4 seconds of it. It was in wolf gray, just for proof. So
I like his logo.
I like his logo because it's Jason. Get it? Get it? His name is Jason, and it's anyway.
J-Bell, email us if you want to take the current model. We could ship it quickly, but if you're wanting to wait on the later one, he's asking the timeline.
Ask Jason if he wants me to share his knife.
Jason.
I don't know if it's a secret or not. So,
is he still on? TJ loves 80s horror movies.
So, look.
Man, I used to love some horror movies when I was a kid.
Ian, oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. Jason's son got him a laser. And the first thing he made on his laser was this block.
He said, only if you want to. I sent it for that idea.
Okay, I'm going to show it. Unless you don't want me to. Oh, look, he put his name on the back. So the first thing he lasered was our logo. What a huge honor that is. So that really, really means a lot. Thank you, Jason, for making a great kid. And thank you, Ian, for sending me this. I'm going to display it with pride. We're going to put it prominently right here. So you can see it and I can see it. Put Jason's letter here. I like this knife, and Jason is correct. This is very T.Kell-ish.
Who made that?
Jason.
Oh. Nice.
So what I like
cool
most is that this drop away, or the break in the back of that handle, and this bump pushes up into your palm and allows for really comfortable.
It looks like it fits your hand really well. Like it's.
It do. Like really well. So it's like warthoggy, scimitar-ish, but then it's got this clip and this deep drop on the back. It just, I like this thing. And I kind of kept him in suspense. But you see, this shape is the way a human hand is shaped, and I really like to shape my knives that way.
Yeah, it looks very ergonomic.
I like it a lot. Like a lot. So he wants to talk to me about doing something with this here knife.
Cool.
But I really am honored to get this. He got the press in, that refrigerant line that you used. I used to use that. I love it.
Oh, nice.
What's the handle?
What's the handle?
Micarta.
That's Micarta?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
I've seen Micarta that looks like
that.
He
polished it. I never did that because I was terrible at it. And then I like this leather with this camo.
Ooh, that's cool.
So, one,
Micarta.
Jason does really good work. and 2, I love this knife design. I can't stop holding it. But I wanted to give my honest opinion of it.
I love
And
it.
put some it makes my brain want to do stuff.
Like you want to make it.
Well, I think that's the goal.
Something like that.
Yeah, like a collaborative.
It's interesting. We had a fella from India who sent like a bunch of these designs, and one of them looked really similar.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Please, it's my dream if Tim could make my design." Here's one of them. It's kind of similar.
Man, what a
I told him
wicked cool knife.
I told him that it would be too hard to machine, and he's like, "I did it with one angle grinder."
I don't know that it would be.
Really?
Is that a reverse edge?
I don't know.
So I got my cheek is like in the.
They probably want to see it now that we're talking about it.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at it. It looks like that's a reverse edge. It is. It's
he
both.
sent a few different designs, and he's like, really wanting your.
He's got a good eye. I have an idea for the lower part of this too. So Thomas sent me a package also, and I think I left it at the shop.
Oh, we did. Thomas Maloney.
Oh, I'm not showing people that one.
You like it too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody else will make it. I mean, like, here's the thing.
KC, if I send something to y'all, would you rather see a folder or my Kubi collab fixie? Send us your favorite. Which one do you like better?
Well, wait though. I mean, he did a collab. Wouldn't you want to show off your collab knife?
No,
Okay.
I think he's talking about sending. He does collabs he makes knives with. They're his designs made by Kubi.
So I'm saying, wouldn't he rather us talk about his design?
That's what I thought he was asking. Yeah, send it to us.
Yeah, I like stuff. I don't understand how that happens. Like, how do you just get knives made by these companies?
Straight Edge said Craig from Tops Knives made the sheath for me.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why it's good. Yeah, it's a good sheath.
Right. Okay, that's right. Because when we went by his booth, he at the Tempest booth, he showed off some of those. He said, "I do my own Tempest and I do collaborations with other companies. I have both." Okay, cool. Yeah, send us one that you like the best.
You went by his booth.
Maybe an Op Striker, please. Op Striker giveaway, please. CW. Can we send it with old screws?
Yeah, that'd be the only way to do it.
We're so low on screws right now.
We're gonna start. I'm gonna come in here, and the whole bunker's gonna be just.
Anybody else in for an Op Striker giveaway?
That blade is stout and sharp. It will like puncture, pierce, and do all the things. The thing is nasty. Is that all the things that were sent me and you this week?
So we accidentally left Thomas Maloney. We showed the
shop.
socks. Oh, Ron Izzy's stickers.
I think they're with Thomas's stuff.
Crap.
Yeah. I thought I had grabbed both. I could run out to the truck. See, I swear I took them to the truck. Let me look in this.
Okay, we'll bring them next week.
Because I said, let me take this stuff to the truck before I forget. Because we got them like on the 4th.
For the Op Striker, hashtag Ops, OPS, all lowercase. I got you on.
Sorry, I'm just rifling through my rifle bag. And my DP1. There's the 002. With the old screws and the thicker.
Yeah, that's the one that the guy that we're selling right now. And look how amazing it looks. $175 on Patreon.
The Gen 1s.
Really a good deal.
Oh yeah, Gen 1's the last of them. These are the old screws. Sheath is yeah. That's my new edition of the TKell DP1.
And did you ever answer the question about prices for the pen? Because I saw that question.
I think it's $150. I think that's what we settled on because Nickel boron's expensive. The assembly time has taken us an incredible amount of time, plus the base price of their pen. So I think it's going to be $150. There's going to be 100 of them. Vinny, that works for us, he gave me this patch. You know how much I love patches? I love patches. So he...
Yeah, we haven't talked about Vinny very much. We have a new employee. He's been with us, what, about a month?
Yeah, just over a month. So he just hit his 30 days, which means I guess we got to keep him.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
So he worked in the DOC for New Jersey for his entire career. So he retired from there, pensioned from there. He and his wife moved to Chattanooga area. He jumped on the live one day, stalked us, and now he works there.
Yeah, he did jump on the live like, hey, can I work there?
And I think he was shocked. He was like, yeah, send the thing. And he's a good dude, and he's a hard worker, and he's a knife guy.
Can you show us the Nightshade Reverse Tonto and Nightshade Warncliffe, please?
No.
We are gonna sell the Nightshade Reverse Tonto new ones that we have pretty soon on Patreon. So
the only thing that stopped me from that was that we hadn't shipped the Nautilus yet, because inevitably, here's two things that always happen. If we release something to Patreon and we haven't shipped the other something, people get pissy and they send rude stuff. And the other thing that always happens is if we send an email that's like Happy 4th of July, people get pissy and they send rude stuff. I just want my knife. We're like, we've never not sent a knife. Calm down, Turbo.
My gosh, honey.
I got chicken grease on my fingers from that chicken cough.
I almost told Hutcher, don't even send the email because of that.
Like, what is up with that, right? Like, why do we have to not send a Happy 4th email because you want to be a douche? I really don't, like, be rude to people that can defend themselves, because if you're rude to me in person, I'm liable to put my hands on you.
I know. I mean, I get it. If you're waiting on a knife, you're, you know.
Doesn't mean you can't have any bearing and be just rude via email. Like, don't be a petulant child.
Remember that guy the other day that was like, what did he say? You must be mentally deficient or something?
Yes. To our daughter. What's his name? Look, I didn't send the email. What's that dude's name?
We never sent him the email back?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's crazy, y'all.
It's a draft, right?
It's crazy, some of the stuff you got to deal with.
I should say
that's part of the reason that we had to miss last week, to be honest, because I was too upset about one of our persons that had did us wrong saying mean stuff, and I knew I couldn't keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. I'm going to say his name out loud.
No, honey, don't.
Why?
Because.
You want to be big and bad over email?
Don't, honey.
Why?
Don't.
So anyway, he was like calling our daughter mentally deficient and poor comprehension because he wanted to be a prick via email. And I'm going to tell you something.
Bonomo $4.99 is there a drop date for the pen? How about Nautilus?
Look, quit trying to change the subject, Nick. I'm trying to vent.
Nick's trying to keep you in line.
I'm just saying though,
Drop date for the pen. How about Nautilus Blems? So
I don't know.
If you have a current Nautilus order, we can send it as a Blem with a partial refund. That's for patrons that currently have an order. And then
I can't sell the full price ones when you guys bought the full price ones. You bought them out. But all of them got jacked up at nickel boron. So they got like these little miniature pinholes all in them. I don't know what he did. But structurally, nothing. It's like little teeny tiny, I don't know. So they just are cosmetically weird. I'd carry the hell out of it. That one that's on the camera, you can't see it unless you see it in person for sure. But
Marty McFly said 005 or 003 for EDC. I saw him. Hey, you had him in the right light. You could have seen it.
You tell me when to stop.
It's like a certain angle. Lower it. Oh, you can't see it. It's like little dots. That's
teeny tiny pinholes, like micro. Oh.
So what happened was they were ready. We sold them to Patreon. Then Tim was like, "Wouldn't they be great battle worn?"
No, I sold them as battle worn, and Cody messed up.
Yeah, but they were done before.
Done. Perfect, beautiful. beautiful, beautiful. Cole, who works with Jeremy, did a wonderful job on the freaking knife. And I was like, no, is it a big deal to get them battle worn? I thought they were just going to dip them in the black stuff.
Those are dog. It's never going to happen. It will not happen.
What?
Please teach Tim how to focus.
Yeah, yeah, dude. 45 years. It ain't happening.
I live with them. It's not happening.
Sorry, I am non-medicated because I don't want to be like, huh? So you're just gonna have to deal with it. Just welcome to the shit show. That's just what I can say. We'll circle back. That's what we'll do. Yeah. So I said, let's send them back. I talked to Cody. Cody says, yeah, no problem, dude. We'll just do it. Well, I didn't know they had to strip the nickel boron and then redo it. Something in that process that's never done it before decided to put a bunch of pinholes. So, yeah. Reverse Tonto. New Warncliffe.
I'm loving these two new additions.
Let me see if I can
They're amazing.
See if I can
Do
find
we have any Warncliffes? No, I think we sold them.
let me see if I can find a new
Knives fast. Yeah, Tim. Well, I don't know. Do you like bigger or smaller folders?
Let me show you the average size that I've always carried.
Thanks,
my whole
Ryder.
life.
She is amazing. China is amazing.
China is amazing, and I'm gonna tell you, man. That woo! I was hot, and so was C-Dub, because China was super nice back to the guy when he was a douche, and then he amped it up, and then she's like, "Send it to your dad," and I was like, "Ooh, I was hot." Has some bearing, moron. Well, you're anyway. Something about this size, like that's about what I like to carry. I don't know what class this is. Mid-size. One of my favorite folders before I knew anything was the Ken Onion Kershaw that they had. What was it called back in the day? It was assisted opening. That's about the size I like. Because I want to, I'm gonna use that for.
Hunter said, "Man, if y'all knew how much China does daily, yeah, China carries a lot of the."
Yeah, I mean, and she takes on way too much, and then we're like, "Hey,
take a break.
Take a break. Let us give some to Hunter. Let us give some to other people." She's like, "No." She's afraid she'll become obsolete. So look, here's the new Warncliffe and the Reverse Tonto. So what's happened is,
also she runs the place, kinda.
I mean, on the email and customer service and order change, and you're being a jerk face back to Hunter's emails. That's China, which is a lot, and shipping.
My mom said she's doing emails right now.
Yeah. So I felt like because this had the breakaway back, that this needed to be the 30-30. So I took the 30-30 grind away from the Reverse Tonto and put it on the Warncliffe. And just think about the piercing ability of this thing with a 30-degree grind. You could put that through some stuff. So I added the jimping to these, and then the high grind on the Reverse Tonto is still a 30-degree back here, but a slicey 20. I am so happy with these knives.
They're awesome. I really am digging that new Warncliffe too.
Yeah, it really changed how the knife looked. I mean, I almost discontinued it because although effective, she was kind of ugly.
Thanks, Gus.
So now look. Added the jimping.
Everybody's saying such nice things about China. She'll be happy when I tell her.
I mean, look. The girl works too hard. She really does. So what other things did I start 18 sentences and never finish?
Yeah, which one? What did we not?
I am okay with this about myself. Let's see what else I brought.
That's really the best advice, Melissa. Melissa, ignore the hate, because there's so much of it, it really can eat you up.
That's the problem.
It's hard to do it in action, but it is the best advice. I was emailing with Judith Knife Company, because the video we did on his cattail knife is viral right now, so
Yep.
he's getting like a ton
She
of
gave
bad
some
comments.
friendly advice.
And he's like, man, what do I say to these people?
Nothing.
And like, you know,
You
I know
can-
it's a good design and they're saying this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, just ignore it. It's
Yeah,
comes
and
with the territory.
if you want to try to be snarky, some snark is good. Because, you know, you want to talk to your people. You want to talk to your public, like my public. But if you take it to heart, like that's why C-Dub does not let me do the YouTube comments unless I'm in a good spot. Because I take it personal. Like we put everything of ourselves into
See you
these
later, Knives Fast.
and this
Have a good day.
company. See you, dude.
Are there Warncliffe Blems available?
No. There are no Warncliffe Blems. You know why? Because these are on the first batches of surface ground stuff. But there are some of these available.
Let's see some more full-size blades, Tim, from Rocket Foot.
Man, that's a fast foot, dude. I couldn't keep up with that. What full-size blades? Like all of them?
Does Tim have an OG Guardian hanging on the wall?
Yes. Yeah, here's one. No grips because C-Dub needed them for a customer.
Oops, Excella. Did you tell us that we accidentally sent you two?
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been China. That would have been the building department.
Well, and then our stupid systems aren't tracking stuff correct. Like how many people got free stuff? Yeah, so this is an OG. This is actually, well, okay, this camera angle sucks. You guys want, so look at this. This is the original Guardian. I deep lasered it, but look at this.
Matthew Letiziano said China knife design.
CH.
She just built herself a really cool looking combatant the other day.
Yeah, she's become a knife fan. Look at this.
Chad K says, holiday check, said, what about the high grind from the reverse Tonto on the Warnie?
It just looked like Stoops.
Really?
It looked so bad. I didn't like it at all.
Fish Ranch!
Look.
Thank you.
Does anybody see this?
China has always been awesome and helpful whenever I have emailed.
TKell 001. The first ever made Guardian. Ever, never. It's probably in 1095. And I don't even care for it. And look, there's no rust on the edge.
Nick Bonomo
Maybe
said the Guardian was the first TKell I ever saw. First one I ordered. Little did I know at the time what I was getting into. It's so unique,
It's like
right? It's like such a cool looking knife.
And this thing will go through stuff. I mean, it is heavy. Have you seen it with an extendo on it? You put the extendo on it and it's wicked. What else you humans want to see?
I got to give away this Ops Striker. It's just sitting over here.
Do it.
Any last entries, I'll let it go.
Anybody want to see anything in
Hashtag
particular?
Ops for an Ops Striker with our choice of grips.
You know what we
and
need to
old
do?
screws.
We need to get back in contact with Eric Outer.
Yeah, we do.
You need to handle that. All those feelings.
How do you like that Leatherman Arc T from Anthony?
Oh, yeah. So Chuck Marsh gave me this. In Texas, at Blatesville, Texas. This has not left my side since.
I'm going to give away this Ops Striker.
It is the best Leatherman on the planet. And I use a Leatherman every single day of my life. Not an exaggeration.
Just a second. I'm giving this away first. Randall S.
Randall
S.
You did it.
Congratulations. You won an Ops Striker.
Randall's. So, yeah. So he put, I don't know what was originally in this spot, but Chuck put this magnetic bit holder, and I keep a 964 because that's what size our screws are, and I'm a total nerd. I'm always taking knives apart. And on the back side, it's got the small, which I use all the time for taking knives apart. If he's on, he could tell you which ones, where he got these. And then it's over here. He also put this in there for me.
Tim, show us one of the old school Tarani knives.
Cool. Right on. I feel like the Tarani knives, if Tarani would have put the Tarani machine behind them, would have sold a lot more. My favorite was this one.
The thing is, we have a bunch of those like Blems in the shop, but we don't have sheaths or grips.
Right.
So like, how in the world would you DIY that?
I don't know, man. That'd be a tough
How
one.
would you make a sheath for that? And then
You'd have to
the
leather
grips
it.
are so crazy. Could you even wrap those?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you could get enough around here to wrap it. But so
Would
this
y'all be interested in those on Patreon, like with nothing but the blank?
This is the Ridgeback. I liked it a lot because obviously it's like stalker-ish.
Oh, Miss Todd's trying to do grips now.
For this?
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, I'll probably have the 3D on those if you need them, if you ever got your CNC thing set up. So what was interesting, so the TCQ, the Tarani close quarters, and I had 3 grips.
Jan said one of my favorite things I own is a TCQ Tonto.
I think was that the first thing he got? It may have been. So
and that other our Switzerland,
he sells so many of those. Maybe it's more appealing to European market. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
So
SC Knife Monkey said he can make a sheath for it.
Look.
All right. So we need to sell those
3
on
grips.
Patreon as well.
One grip was this one, the punch grip. And what made it more legal is it didn't have this piece here, so it's not a punch dagger. It's just a knife. You hold it like a standard knife. The second grip was here, thumb down, finger forward for more control, and the last grip was this one. So
Art Gefto says, I love my Tarani, wish you'd bring it back. And Jan said his first one was the Defender.
Oh, that's right, because it's non-lethal. So this, people get confused by this cut in. They think your finger goes in it and they get confused. It doesn't. What this is for was to draw that blade. So it sits at a 45 above your belt line and you draw it that way. So it's in your hand immediately and it sits. Really, I think a brilliant blade design. If I do re-release it, I'm going to have to tell Steve, this was too wide. I want this narrower. And I'm just going to do it. Those would be the caveats. I want to TKell it.
I didn't know you were thinking about re-releasing.
If I did, it would be, this would be narrower for more comfortable grip. This would be swedged. Morning,
Dustin. Show us the cleaver style blade you don't make anymore from Casey.
Yeah. So I used to carry this TCQ all the time, IWB, a lot. Like everywhere I went, I carried it. This cleaver, the little one. Now this is an old hand ground. He's probably talking about the cleaver, ring grip cleaver.
Oh, the Night Huntsman?
Yeah.
Well, you got some crusty ones out there.
No, I don't. They're way out there.
Oh,
now.
Yeah, I forgot we cleaned out
now
the
that's
room.
a gem. But yeah, I also had the Night Huntsman, which was a miniature version of this. This was so that you could, I don't know, it's fun, really. It's not super practical. But this is like an early version of the EDC grip.
Please bring back the Huntsman, people are saying.
One blade that, you remember that big chopper that I made? The big one.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see if he's got that. I would love to trace that because I made 1 or 2 of those.
Miss Told said, "Put my knife up." He's been asking for a cleaver.
Is that what he's talking about?
I think so.
His knife? I don't know what I ever did with his knife.
No, he's asking for. You have one of his knives?
He sent me some blanks. He's
asking for the cleaver. He wanted that.
Oh, I see. We also should probably talk about the fact that these are dropping on the 15th. And if Jason puts his machine behind these, they're all going to sell like
V3s, and it's a small batch. They're going to go quick. We don't have a lot. So if y'all want to get in on the V3 drop July 15th, you can get early access on Patreon. They may sell out through Patreon.
Yeah, there's like 100 of each. That's it. But actually a little less than that, I think.
Stick $4.99. Thank you. He said, how do you know you're getting a battle worn blade when buying on the site? Sorry, once again, I'm a newbie.
Everything new is battle worn. So the combatants and the adversaries that are on the website will be the only things that are not. Is that correct? That's correct. The combatants and adversaries that are on the website.
Ops are not battle worn.
Ops are not. That's right. The ops striker, Ops Hawk are not battle worn. Next batches will be. I think that's it. Everything else moving forward is.
What does the access look like?
Ooh, I'm not going to show you because you won't leave me alone about it. So there's a bunch of stuff that I've got. Like this collab that I want to do with Frank EDC. He's probably not on because he hates me now because we haven't done this yet. I want to do this Wicked handheld.
Do the 004 Night Stalker Blems have nickel boron coating?
Everything has nickel boron regardless. Everything.
Yeah, Tim even took the messed up Blems we got nickel boron though.
Well, I didn't get. Here's the problem.
Ryan A, the Guardian is triple edged, but you can
Correct.
get it single if you want.
Those are the things that we need to do. Like we need to put on the website for the V3 and the Nightshade Reverse Tonto, Nightshade Warncliffe, and the Guardian that you want a single edge because some of those communist states don't like you having multiple angles. Because apparently that makes you more psychotic if you have a sharpened reverse edge, even if it's got a swedge. I don't know.
Oh, Big Jumpin'. The knife is called, I like your screen name, by the way. The knife is called the Gideon V3.
Right.
That's the one that Tim was just showing with the...
That's the Gideon V3, releasing on the 15th. And the good thing is, they're already heat treat. It's going to be posted as a 3 to 6 months. We're going to do like we do with all of our new stuff, and they're going to release in Battle Lock, and you can order custom G10. The way the custom G10 market is right now, that's going to be one of those, you get the custom grips when you get them.
Oh, what about that Nautilus V3 version? What'd you call that?
Subcompact.
Yeah. What are we going to do that?
Yeah, Jeremy's got the steel for that too, correct?
It's
Jeremy?
coming, Jacob.
Yeah. Yep. Jeremy, Cole may be making those after he finishes with the Nautilus. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure we got steel for those.
Beef stick.
Water.
Combatant in ADCRV2, could he wait on a battle worn version, or could we get him a battle worn version?
I think, bro, it's going to be like next year.
Okay, he thought it looked battle worn when he ordered it. I guess he wanted the battle worn. What tier on Patreon do you need to purchase a V3? If we do it by tier, it'll go top to bottom, but anybody can purchase it.
Yeah, anybody. We don't block people out from purchasing. When they're limited numbers like this, how many paid patrons do we have now? Like 15, 1600? Yeah. They may go. Wayne
Hendershot. When you say handle options, do you just mean the colors of the grips? Because we have like every color of the EDC grips in stock right now. If it's showing out of stock on the website, we do have them. Unless you're talking about like different materials like the Battle Lock.
Right, and they're next.
Mistold, what are you talking about? You and Frank? Mistold and Frank are working on something together that we're gonna auction at some point.
Yeah, I remember.
Larry Babcock, will the new V3s have the new deeper jimping or details?
No, they have the standard jimping that
Wayne,
they've always
have
had.
Everything. If you want to email us, if it shows out of stock, I'm sorry. We can get you whatever you're looking for. I'm pretty sure
they're deeper than they used to be, but they do have the. So we added ring rounding on these a long time ago, and we broke this corner. But no, this is exactly how it's going to be. So it's got jimping in here, jimping here, and jimping on the base. And if you want this to be less pokey, then put that in the notes.
Is there anything else dropping on the 15th, or it's just the V3?
I mean, we really ought to do the 003s, to be honest. We ought to do the 003s because they're so far in the process.
Oh, nice, Casey. I saw the pictures of those. Those things were great. Frank EDC's pry bar that he made that were like Damascus and stuff.
It's crazy. I was working on one, and oh my gosh, I got to get with Baker. We're waiting on the DXFs for that.
Manny O says, why the point on the ring?
Oh, please. Manny. So
And then Beef Stick asked if you have an ADCRV2 combatant so you can see what the finish looks like.
yeah, it's going to be the Recon Distressed. It's still, I think that's right here. Nope, that's a battle one. That's it. I mean, that's the finish.
Hey, Daily Knife. Awesome. Love y'all. Love you too. Hope y'all are well.
Yeah, I haven't heard from you and stuff. So whatever. Just hang out at Blade Show and then ghost us. Whatever. Oh. Okay, look. So that's the finish. It's the Recon Distress. So it's the matte gray stonewash nickel boron. It's still nickel boron. So that's it on a combatant. This will be the battle worn once we get them done. But this batch was already too far into the process when we switched back to our.
What's wrong with that one right there?
What one?
That one that you said this is how it'll be when they get done.
I just did it by hand. This is mine.
Oh, okay. I was going to say we could give them that one.
You better quit giving my stuff away. Just kidding.
Dan, send us an email. We do have a few of those left, depending on which blade you're looking for.
And that was a combatant with the extended grip, by the way.
He said I ghosted my entire life. Had a lot going on. Yeah, after
Everybody.
Blade Show, it's so
we
much
all
output,
should just shut down.
It's just like, wow, you need to take some time.
Okay, so Spike. That was labeled by Mr. Jason Pike, the collaborator on this knife, as an eye gouge. So he's a seal, Navy SEAL, not like a porpoise. That's not a porpoise, but you know what I'm saying. Not a walrus, not a seal, not a thing that bounces the ball. He's like a Navy SEAL.
SC Knife Monkey, no.
So this,
if it's metal integral ring, no, you can't take it off. But if you're talking about a Century grip out of G10, you can add the ring to the Piranha and the EDC series.
Correct. So this is an eye pick, so that if you're fighting, you got a little bit more of a So that was, he wanted that spike. So it's there. Some people love the spike as it is. Okay, let's.
Beef Stick said, how much extra do I have to pay to buy Tim's? That would be a freaking honor, especially to toss those camo grips on it. Like, he said he knows Nick.
Nick.
Chuprin.
Oh.
I think.
Which one?
He said Nick, my boy, or something like
that. Nick Bonami? Nick Chuprin? How do you know?
Because he said, who does, what blades does Nick OEM? He's my boy, or something like that.
A lot? It's about a 50-50 split between him and Jeremy, but Jeremy makes good stuff too. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah. Yeah. Some people like this.
Oh, CW, Frank sent Tim one of the pry bars. Awesome.
Man,
that's exciting.
I haven't gotten it yet. It's probably so to answer your question, Worn EDC, DP1, combatant, adversary, all the agents, now the Night Stalker. And that's it. Right?
For what?
Nick.
Oh, yeah. And Jeremy does everything else.
What we're doing is we're melding there, because each machinist has their own style, and that comes out. What I want to do, they're both like super geniuses, combine their styles so that we have a little bit, more. But Jeremy's doing the shit on his own. Like, Jeremy's like, hey, I knew you would want thinner grips and heavier jimping, so I went ahead and did. And I'm like, okay, cool, nice, done.
I love that I got CW's pink one. I soloed it from Regina. Yeah, I gave her my Scorned grips. And
yeah, those are super rare.
Anniversary DP one.
Did we ever get the Javati ones taken care of with the other lady?
Yes, I sent them to her.
Thank you. Who wants to know anything else about my life? This is it.
He's begging you now for that knife.
Which one?
Your handmade combatant.
Oh, this hand rubbed.
He gave you $19.99. Is this enough with the other chats? Come on, Tim.
Look, here's the thing. If I do this, everybody else on here is going to be like, I wanted that. I asked you for that for 16 years. I've known you since high school. There's the problem.
Hey, Knives by Nuge is on. Did you show off the DP2 yet? Knives by
No.
Nuge.
By the way, if you know Nick, get him to finish the freaking DP2 3D so that I can resin print the thing and show all these circus animals on this show. Knives by Nuge is on, but I'm gonna show them. So look at it. Look, unprompted. What's in his pockets? That's it. This is a Nuge by Nuge and a Tim by Nuge.
Somebody was saying earlier that they love their Wicket Nuge.
So this is kind of a TKell Wickedy Tom Nugent mashup. Or is it Nudge? Is it Nudge this week? Oh gosh. So I love my Wicket too. I'm grabbing C-dubs because it's right here.
Gabe Harlan says, when will you all be doing the really curvy knife that I can't remember the name of? Or has that one been scrapped?
Yeah, I mean,
the little curvy, you talking about the little V3 short thing? What was that called?
is that what he's talking about?
Are you talking about the little V3 short thing? Or you're talking about that little tiny curvy neck
Someone's
knife?
talking about me, curvy. I don't know. That's not super descriptive. Anyway,
But you know, we had the little short V3.
next
And then
boy,
there's
just reach
also-
out via email. We'll see what we can figure out.
There's also the little neck knife.
I don't know. That thing?
He said the little tiny neck knife.
This?
Yeah, that.
I'm the only one that likes this.
Yeah, y'all didn't like it, so we never made it. We didn't have enough response, so
It's like my favorite thing.
and we called it the Eviscera.
I mean, it's awesome. It's tiny. It's got a super good grip. It's a Warncliffe. It's got a full grind. It's slicey. Guess what? You didn't want it. Everybody's like, ho hum.
Yeah, people didn't seem too excited.
Every
for
time I'm
me.
like, if you guys want me to make this, I love it so much to let me know. And everybody's like, eat shit. And I'm like, all right, well, now that I've eaten shit, I don't feel like my stomach hurts. So, me and Knives by Nuge are going to do more of those DP1s.
See, Casey even said needs jumping. See, y'all are just talking about how much it sucks.
Exactly. Like, hey, I love it. Show it to me again. It sucks. Jump it. The revised model has full profile jimping, and I told you circus animals that, and you still shit on me. So I'm like, whatever. I ate shit. I smell like it. I don't even know how to survive life really anymore, being so fecal filled.
Scorch GM said sorry, still don't want it.
Yeah. See, shat upon.
Hilarious. We need more DP1s from Sean 36.
So here's the thing. I got some. I found out that my buddy Pete went a little rogue and cut too many of those in 80 CRV, which would be what me and Tom, or let me just say Knives by Nuge, because that's how you guys know him. Both he and I love that steel because we're more outdoorsy type of fellas. So I got like 180. I didn't tell you this, by the way, that are in process. Like Nick's ripping them out like right now. Because they over water jet these blanks. My thought was, why don't we do a full production run? But he's probably just clicked off and deleted my number and blocked it. Because
How long will it
100
take to do those by hand?
I don't
Probably
have
a long
I have
time.
no scope.
Morning,
of,
choir boys.
morning. Man, it's like
Choir boys.
famous people hour.
It's Suzanne and Tim,
SU.
not Kelly.
Nobody really cares. The
Just
only
kidding.
thing that would bother her is if you called her Susan,
Or
Sue.
Sue.
which Melissa has done
No, she's only called me Sue.
a bunch of times. I'm like, it's fine, whatever. Like, I don't look. I've been called everything in my life. Bad, good. People butcher my
Hey,
name.
let's give away something for the last 10 minutes. What do we want to give away?
I don't care what people
I'm
call
sure
me.
they'll say a knife.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a knife.
Pretty sure.
We have that I want. So anyway, Nooch, reach out. If you're interested.
No, he said he already forgot your number.
Yeah, exactly. I know where you live. I really don't.
We need a T.Kell X scab machete, honey. You know Scab's choir boy.
I need to make a machete. Zach sent me this Storm Vector by Tops that I want to use because we have a lot of woods on our property.
Raider,
but I love it so much. This thing,
Rattler.
I mean, you could freaking, me with my former.
Honey, please, you're gonna cut yourself.
Not me. Look, everybody in my shop, this would be something that I'd want to do. Like Warncliffy and nasty. Oh, this is a top, so it's probably 1095, which means indestructible.
All right, I like the mystery surprise idea. That makes it easier.
Mystery. Anyway, I'm open to doing anything, dude. You'd have to help me though, because you're the king of big, heavy duty knives and shit. I'm not. Like I like EDC is where I started. That's why I collab with people.
Matt Spain said, "Any more carbon fiber grips in the future?"
The same company that's telling us 6 to 10 weeks on our other material made the carbon fiber. I tried to reach out to the dude that lives close to here to be like a OEM manufacturer for us for like fat carbon stuff. And he's like, peace out, Girl Scout. Don't want to talk on the phone. And then, so I don't know. Yes would be the easy answer, but American made carbon fiber takes forever. And what I got from that one company was crap. It was absolute garbage. There's so many voids in it. We were machining it. It didn't cut like the overseas stuff cut better, and it was a better quality. But I don't know that the availability of non-American made materials is going to last much longer because old DJ Trump, man, he gives the finger to these other countries, and they're like, okay, cool, tariffs. Let's have a tariff war. And I'm an American manufacturer. It makes it really hard.
Donald Meyer said, shout out to the 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines out of 29 stumps.
Man, I did an FX at 29 palms. Awesome. And we did El Centro too, which is in the middle of the freaking California desert.
Have you tried Camo Carbon? He's in California.
No.
I get all of these mixed up. Is that the same as fat carbon or that's different?
I don't even know what is fat carbon. It's like what I carry because I'm fat. I don't know.
It's like all these different like custom handle places.
But y'all check out, if you're not watching Scab's channel, he does work to some blades. If he didn't break it, you want it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what fat carbon is. What is the difference? All I know is one of the head dudes from Jack Wolf was like super jazzed to trade me for a knife, and this is what's on it. He calls it fat carbon.
Oh, let me
put it on the stupid thing.
Vintage Swiss says, I was at NTC Fort Irwin, 29 palms was paradise.
No. 29 palms is beautiful. People really don't know. I mean, it's hot as hell, but it's a nice base. Let me tell you something about this. So we did an FX out of El Centro, and I was pretty much a boot. I was fresh out of boot camp. And that was my first permanent duty station was Camp Pendleton. And shortly thereafter, we did an FX, which it's a simulated war, basically. It's in the middle of nowhere because when you do that, it's like you got high-level AWACS, and then you've got bombers, and then you've got like C-130s dropping troops, and you've got helos, and all down, and you've got ground troops, all the crap. So that's what we were doing. But the little teeny tiny chow hall out there looked like the size of my thumbnail, and we walk in there. I mean, like we were desert warfare training. That's what we were doing. And we go in this freaking chow hall because we had to go back to the rear to grab some stuff. And my staff NCO was like, hey, swing by chow hall, get some grub, keep it hush hush because everybody else is out in the field at the mess tent. We walk in that chow hall. There's a line, there's menus, and there's tables with silverware. I'm like, man, what is the Air Force doing? Pretty awesome. And they're barracks too. Made me question my whole existence.
Vando Picks, you met him at Blade Show.
I did.
The Hollywood Marine got stationed in Cherry Point.
Cherry Point's nice, North Carolina. That's another air base. I drove from Lejeune to Cherry Point because I heard their commissary was like a mall. And by the time I got there, the freaking commissary was closed. Or the, not the commissary, PX. Anyway, North Carolina full of Marine Corps bases.
What were you telling me about somebody's finger getting pulled off in the Marines the other day?
So, this guy, when you're on top of a helicopter, right? I worked on a CH-46. It's got two rotor heads that hold the blades, right? The blades intertwine. If somebody's up there, he was doing pre-flight, which means he's got to do his inspections, and we're down on the ground. And if you're going to spin the blades, there's a rope, it's a tie-down rope, and you got to say spin in the head, right? So he's up there doing his inspection, and some jackass on the flight line crew was like doing something, working on the helo. So he grabs the rope and pulls it, and Compost's hand was in there, and he's wearing his ring, which you're not supposed to do, and it peeled that freaking...
This was brought up from Stuart's comment on the cat tail video. He said his cat, he skewered the cat's tail. It got caught
in a door. And I'm like, oh yeah. So I've never heard screaming like this. This dude,
and then I was like, man, I don't want to wear my ring anymore.
And I'm like, yeah, but how? I mean, I told C-Duff, she said that yesterday. I'm like, how often are you going to be sticking your hand in a helicopter? Or like if you're climbing, your ring can hang on the ladder and pull, or if you start to fall and you don't need a ring on if you're doing that type of stuff. But what she does every day, it don't matter.
Beef Stick said my dad was in the Air Force. Let me read this.
I love my
said the Marines hated how they had air-conditioned dorms. He said the Marines called them the Chair Force. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. The Chair Force is certainly a disparaging thing that we say to anybody in the Air Force. I mean, the job I did, I was fortunate enough to work with some pretty high-speed guys from every branch. So I don't get a whole lot into that talk trash other than it's fun. But
see, how did you like the Kratos? I don't know if they're good or not. I assume they are.
Anyway, this is that Fat Carbon. Jack Wolf, back flipper. It's
Mistold says it sounds good. And pin release. When are we doing the pin release?
I don't know. Here's the thing. Because we nickel bore on the internals, nickel boron is a self-polishing plating. So we're having to really, really work the bolts to get them polished up so that they actuate smoother. And you're right, Lee.
I mean, we can pre-sell them if y'all want us to, but...
Well, that's a code with Big Eye. So Big Eye may sell it through their website, or we may sell it through ours. I don't know. But I'll see tomorrow when the kid comes how many he's able to build and get work.
The kid is going to do that?
Well, because
I thought the kid
Kowalski and their stupidity screwed up my freaking heat tree. It took them a month to get their head out of their anus. It's out now. They're back to their wonderful job that they were known to do. We had a gap in getting blades back. I was like, I'm not sending you Nathan, nothing, nada, because I could only sell half of the blades for Melissa's drop at Blade Show because of this.
Cheryl's on. You've been cussing up a storm and Cheryl's on.
Well, Cheryl had quit us, so I thought I was open to curse. Now that he's back, I'm sorry, Mr. Houghton.
And Joey.
Cussing
in front of Joey. That's terrible.
I'm sorry. I hung my head. I apologize. So
any updates on the 001?
Well, I was updating something else. What was it? Something shiny happened and I got distracted. Anyway,
okay, last chance.
so we had
for this mystery knife.
I had a block of time where we weren't getting blades back to be sharpened. So I had to have something for the kid to do because, you know, he depends on us for his livelihood. So I told him to assemble the pins. So we'll see. We'll see how he did. Yeah, what was the other question? Updates on what?
001s.
Heat treat. They're at Heat Treat. Same people. We just got a few weeks behind on Heat Treat because I was like, I'm not sending you anything until you can promise me that you're not going to jack my stuff up.
That is a true story.
That is true. I mean, we don't really tell untrue stories here.
Nope.
That's the problem. I say too much.
Giving away this knife. Last one.
But I do want to say, people, the community that we have around us.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Congratulations, Monsieur Gonzalez. You like that?
No, you should say senor.
No, I intentionally went French because...
Carlos, you won.
That's
Congratulations.
obviously.
Send us an email, customerservice@TKellKnives.com. You can choose from any of our stuff that we have.
We'll give you a list to choose from because some stuff we don't have in stock or in shop. Yeah, something and something else. Oh, crap.
I think we're out of time.
Hold up. Bama, when he came by, he gave me this. This is a bolt action pin that a friend of his built out of a kit, but he did this custom finish.
Cool.
So it's really neat. He gave me this. Pretty cool. So thanks.
Thanks, Hunter. Not just the best community in the knife community, but the best community in general I've been a part of.
I agree. I agree. And that's the thing. It's people ask how we're successful because we do stupid stuff like make viral videos on other makers, and C-Dub will spend the majority of her time at Blade Show highlighting other knife companies. And we're friendly to other knife companies because it was tough for us to get our start. Like, to get to this point has been hard fought work. I mean, hard. Beating knives out, hand grinding stuff, forging, all the way from making a knife out of a piece of steel with a hammer and coal to manufacturing. So we've kind of invited everybody on this journey, and we want to take care of people like their family because initially it started with, I wanted your feedback. I trust my friends and my family except for my immediate family, who's deplorable, C-Dub's family. Anyway, another dig at my family. For feedback, right? So people that you trust, that are your customers, that become friends, that become supporters, you ask those questions of people and you can make a better product. Now, it can frustrate guys like Jeremy and Nick that do our machining because, to me, it's super simple, right? Like, hey, 800 of 1,000 customers said this would be better. Let's do that. That's not great for production. We run low numbers so that we can be nimble and make improvements, but that's all based on feedback and trying to treat people well and give them a product that their money is worth.
Kylie said, I know y'all love what you do, but what would you say is the worst part about doing the business? For me, it's like,
her answer.
Oh, it's like if we've said we're getting a knife out in a certain period of time and then something unforeseeable happens and we can't, I hate that.
Yeah, it eats her up. So my job.
And second is the people that screw us over.
Yeah.
That's the second hardest part.
Yeah. I mean, we try to be honest, like, honestly,
I think that's God's way of trying to teach us to not like be affected by that and trust him because there's so much that
every time we get down about something that somebody's done in the industry.
Person that won the knife, it was his 50th birthday Friday.
Man, congratulations. Awesome. Man, and you were born on 4th of July? Looky. Or not, because if you're trying to have a peaceful evening.
All right, Sean Clark, please send us an email. We probably have them, but I don't know for sure.
Hey, C-Dub.
What?
Stephen Clayton Jr. Put him on the list for a Blem Nautilus.
Okay.
Catching up here.
But are we doing that now, or are we waiting until we ship out the ones that people ordered?
No way. How does he do this? Look at this. You're going to love it.
What?
I got to show you. Hold, please. Waiting. I was trying to catch up because sometimes.
I don't know if I put that up, but I'll put it up.
And I don't know how I did it in my truck, but did you buy a new truck? Or you did that?
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
And it's a
Did
Ram.
somebody do that on AI?
Who do you think did this? Don't say
Raymond Johnson?
No, Raymond does not do these types of things ever.
Who did it?
Pete, say.
Oh yeah, Pete loves him some AI.
But he's good at it.
He is.
How do you get a giant size Slim Tim? Look right here.
That's awesome. Can we get Slim Tims and put them in our like?
She's trying to give away the farm again.
No, you know, like with our knife shipments.
That's what I'm saying. That's expensive. I'm sure Slim Tims will be expensive. I eat a lot. That's a lot of money. But I guess really, when we get to the point where these stuff has happened, you guys, the community, always ground us. I'm like, man, it never fails that somebody's like, thank you so much for this. And like, that's why we do it. And I think because
Nick is hilarious.
I missed it. I want
he had written when you were trying to figure out who did it. He's like, that's the work of Pete's sake.
Yeah.
And then he said, would no Pete's work anywhere.
Yeah, that's awesome, hilarious talent for making funny memes. Is that a meme?
Thanks, Zachary. Yep, you do always encourage us.
Everybody, you know, it's great, and we try not to harp or
for Texas
fixate.
Flooding victims. Yes.
Yeah, I said that at the opening of the show. I mean, what an
Fire Boys needs a shirt. Yes.
Well, we got shirts.
What is your size? You send us an email or tell us your size over.
Don't send it to me because I lose emails.
All right, we're running late. We need to jump off.
Sorry, guys.
The status of T.Kell Tactical from Jeremy R.
Oh,
he's got some exciting stuff going on.
I wanted to show it on the live, but I can't. The pistol is 90% done, and it is amazing. It's amazing, amazing. Even the company that's helping me do the heavy lifting on the manufacturing side of it is super jazzed. So, it's going to use an FCU from a P365 because they're reliable and they're tried and true. But it's modular, so you'll be able to go the 10 round, 12, 15, 17, 21, 23 by building it around the same core thing. You can put a gas pedal on left, you can put a gas pedal on the right, you can put thicker back straps, you can change the length of the receiver.
Thank you, Daily Night.
You can change the length of the slide. So basically, it's like T.Kell Knives, right? Grips, you can change grips out, you can change screws out, you can change length, you can add extended grips, you can add ring grips. That's the whole premise that I wanted to do. But the internals of these are all titanium parts, no MIM, no plastic. Guide rods are going to be solid. Adjustable spring tensions if you want to run race guns. Add comp, take a comp off. The whole ecosystem goes together where you can go from a concealable polymer all the way up to a brass race gun with the same frame using an FCU. And yes, we're sourcing the FCUs ourselves. And resets are short. I mean, it's been a long time. It's coming. We're also working on roller delay system, PCC, and 300 blackout, and may be able to roll that roller delay into 5.56, but I don't know. Soon, very soon, and wait till you see the design of the pistol.
Yeah,
you're gonna look at
crazy.
It's awesome.
I can't believe you did that. It's awesome.
It looks like a 007. Straight up.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to tell people that, but yeah, it does. That part's exciting. He designed it to look like a 007. It's so cool.
Again, I'm pushing designers like super, super hard. And they're like, man, this is awesome. But they're struggling with some of the design aspects of anyway. I got a sample of the grip module Thursday. I can't show it on here, but it's really neat. You can take the mag well off.
Have a great day.
It's exciting. Cool thing is you can ship it straight to your house because it's a grip module, or you can buy the FCU because we're an FFL and we can ship it to your FFL.
All right, guys.
Have a great week.
Sunday.
Now that everybody clicked off because of gun stuff, y'all have a great Sunday. Remember how we got our independence.
Zeke said, sign me up, honey.
Yeah, well, Zeke made me jealous of his XC that he brought over there. But I'm trying to make a 365 race gun too. So anyway, have a great week, guys. Bye.
Bye.